Well, good morning and welcome back to 5280 Adventures. My name's Tony and I really do appreciate you guys stopping by. So the hot topic right now out in the metal detecting community has to be the announcement of Minelab is going to be releasing a brand new metal detector called the Manticore. Now I've put out a couple videos about what Minelab has released, what they've told us up to this point, and I've been bombarded by questions, comments, all from you guys about what to expect. What else do you know about this machine that's coming out? So what I've done is I've actually made some phone calls, some text messages, reached out to a couple people to try to get some insider information about what this Manticore is going to look like, what's it going to have inside of it. And I've got some information that I want to bring to you guys, hopefully to answer some of those questions and put to rest some of that anxiety about what in the heck is going to come out from Minelab. So one of the biggest questions that people have been asking and putting out there in the community is, what is this brand new machine going to cost? Well, Minelab has told us that in US dollars, this is going to be $1,599. So we're talking about that price point that's going to be coming in right between the Knox 800 and then that CTX. It's going to fall right in between there. But also what I find interesting is it puts it right in that range of the Deus 2. A couple other features that they have been able to tell us now is that weight-wise, this thing is incredible. It's actually weighing less than the Knox. It's going to come in at about 2.9 pounds. That's it. This thing is super light. Most of that weight has been decreased because they've gone with a carbon fiber shaft. You can see the control box is also a lot smaller, and they've done some different things with cam locks and grips. The cuff, all those kind of different things to cut down on weight and make that thing a lot lighter. And it sounds like they've really knocked it out of the park with that one. So when we're talking about the power, that's another question that a lot of people have is, you know, what's our range of frequency going to be for this particular machine? Now, they didn't commit specifically to what this is going to be, but they will say that it is a variety of frequencies that are more than the Knox. I find this extremely interesting because, again, I think they're going to supercharge what they're providing for us in the Knox and plop that right in between the Knox and the CTX, and I think this is going to fall, again, right in between there. The software that is actually going to be running this particular machine, the Manticore, is completely brand new. They built this from the ground up, and they did not take CTX technology, they did not take Knox technology, and just squeeze it into this. This is brand new technology specific to the Manticore, so I'm super excited to see what they have to bring to us now. So when talking about that technology that's actually in the machine, they did state that this is going to be 50% more powerful than any other multi-frequency machine out there. So you're talking about a lot more power going into the ground to give us that information. But to, go 50% above what the top notch is out there right now, this thing's powerful, it's going to get depth, and it is just going to absolutely rock this community with this machine. One of the features that I'm really excited about that was disclosed is they have a 2D mapping system that will be on the actual box, the control box, that's going to help you be able to identify that target a little bit more. It's something that they've been working on and that they're going to be putting it into the Manticore, and I'm really anxious to see some testing with that particular feature and that function so I can see exactly what they're talking about. But they're very excited about that particular feature, and I really think that they're going to do well with it, and I'm just anxious to see exactly what that means for us. Again, when you're talking about power, they're really putting all that power in, but they've also increased their sensitivity for discrimination, which is, again, fantastic. With all that power going into the ground, you do need to make sure that you tune your discrimination in, and it sounds like they've done that, at least, as that's what they're telling us. So when you're talking about that greater depth, you're talking about more iron-infested areas, that discrimination becomes essential for you to be able to identify those smaller targets, the better targets that you want to dig around there. So they've tweaked, they've tuned, and they've really improved on that discrimination. I'm anxious to see how that works. Now, in terms of the audio, they did say that you're going to have a wide range of audio coming from the Manticore. I did not hear an exact number of how many tones you're actually going to hear, but they also did mention that you will get a low latency cord or wireless headphones that come with this particular metal detector. Again, that seems to be kind of the standard that's out there in the metal detecting world right now. You have to have low latency, you have to have wireless. No one's going to really deal with that corded headphones anymore. Now we have that technology, Bluetooth technology, low latency technology, all of those things. They need to be putting those into the headphones. It sounds like Minelab did it on this one. Some exciting news about the technology in the control box. You're actually going to be given 10 preset search modes that are just standard. Now those you can just click through. You're going to be able to do parks, water, those kind of different things. That's all we preset in there. And again, that's the standard with the machines now. But they're also going to give you 10 slots that you can program yourself. So if you want to do seeded hunts, if you're going to be doing high infested iron areas, if you're going to be doing just whatever scenario that you can come up with, you can actually preset, design your own, and it actually does store those search modes in there, which is fantastic. People that have been using the Deus have been using that function very well over there, and I think Minelab's bringing that in again to be possibly competing with that Deus, which is fantastic. Competition is a great thing, and when you have something as good as 10 preset and 10 slots, let's bring it over and make sure that everybody can enjoy that kind of function. One of the things that I did forget to mention is this machine, they did say, is going to be waterproof up to 5 meters. So it's going to be a greater waterproofing than the Nox, which I believe was waterproof up to 3 meters. So if you do any diving, any river hunting, those kind of different things, you'll be able to use it up to 5 meters, completely submergible underwater, and have no issues. When it comes to the coils themselves, we're going to have 3 options for the Manticore. Now they have said that it comes with the M11, which is the 11-inch round double D coil, but you can also choose from the M8, which is an 8-inch elliptical double D, and then an M15, which is also an elliptical double D. So we've got options in terms of coils, but they also did say that those coils are specific to the Manticore only. CTX, Nox will not fit the Manticore, and vice versa. They want specific coils to this model, which you can't blame them. The companies now, they want specific coils to make sure that you have to purchase the coils that only go to that machine rather than those ones that stretch across multiple machines, multiple models. And that just seems to be the standard again in the metal detecting technology, is to have those specific coils. But it sounds like we've got some options for coils, which is fantastic. So you're going to get a 3-year warranty with the Manticore. They have released that information. 3 years for that warranty for parts, if anything goes out on you, and as well as again, a staple that's become in the metal detecting technology is updatable. So you're going to be able to plug it into your computer. They'll send you out updates to take care of the software that's in your control box. Make sure you get the best updates. Once they make tweaks to the software and the technology, you'll be the first one to get it. You can download it, put it right into there, and you're off and running again. One of the last features that I heard that I really am looking forward to is going to be that they actually have a control box flashlight, a display backlight with an auto adjust, which is fantastic, and then a backlit keypad, and then this one right here, it actually, they said, is going to have a hand gripped vibration. So they're really bringing it to you, kind of packing a whole bunch into this little tiny machine, but this thing sounds like it's powerful. I'm excited to get my hands on it. I think I'm going to actually try and get out there and be one of the first ones to get it. So if you guys are looking for any updates or information about this Minelab Manticore, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and make sure you're following along, because I'm going to give you all of the information that I can as soon as I can right here on my channel of 5280 Adventures. Guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by, looking for some updates with the Manticore. I'm excited about this one. I appreciate you stopping by, guys. I'll see you on the next adventure. You guys take care.